Let me ask you a question real quick. All right, let's do this. What you think about, you know the thing about H&M, right? Yeah, suggested the Muslim thing and all that, right? So, right now H&M is saying that they filed a federal lawsuit with the government because they want the right to use people's graffiti art and murals without having to necessarily accredit the artist or give them any compensation. That's what they're fighting for right now. So that means that Biggie murals and Tupac images on the building.
They can make profit off of that without giving the artist the respect.
Exactly. What you think about that?
Sure.
That's some Vulture shit right there, right?
It's definitely doing that.
That's a whole fact.
The whole fashion industry has been doing that for the longest. I mean, same thing about for a long time they've been downplaying do-rags and things like that. But then next thing you know, a year later they popping up at high-end fashion week and things like that.
Hey, I went to H&M 2 weeks ago to take a look at the merchandise, and one of the shirts said, "Rep your hood" or "Love your hood."
Okay.
And I said, this is interesting.
It's funny because they're so afraid of the hood and the ghettos and all that, but now they can
profit off it. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime they can make a dollar off the black culture, I mean, of course they're going to take advantage of it.
Word. So now, another note, you know, we say that we're the offspring of Mother Earth and the Heavenly Father, so to speak. But it's, you know, it's figurative. Where do you stand in terms of God? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus? He's going to come save us? What's your disposition?
All that was introduced to the land. At one point, we was hopping around the fire and all that, and they were saying that we're samples.
Facts.
So, I mean, you can't really say, I'm not going to say, like, based off of somebody that was introduced to us, making somebody force to believe in my own. So, I grew up in a family, my father was Muslim, my mom's Christian, so I'm straight down the line. I believe there's higher ups, but, you know, I mean, I don't go to the point where, you know, it's just kind of just, I'm caught in this loophole, you know, like, I'm only stuck on this focus. There's something up there, you know what I mean?
You don't
look at this galaxy, you know, this mini solar system, things like that, we ain't the only ones out here either.
Oh yeah, I already know. You got a solid perspective. You say you're from Wisconsin?
Yeah, from Milwaukee, yeah.
There we go. Yeah. It's clear we waking up. How old are you, my brother?
I'm 26, man. Yeah. I'm out here
20s again, man.
You know, I'm out here with Copyright Magazine, you know.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's give them the shout out, man. We got hundreds of thousands of people right here waiting to hear you.
Yeah. So,
tell us more about this.
So I'm out here.
How long has Copyright Magazine been around?
It's been what? 5 years.
Say it again.
This is my cousin. She's the owner of it.
How you doing, sister? How you doing, my brother? All right, cool. So
we out here for the culture.
Man, you can tell us more. Is it a virtual magazine or do you got hard copy publications?
We got hard copies. We got virtual. It's almost everywhere. So I got cards on me right here. So
that's what's up, man. Let's get those. What's up, Jay?
How you doing?
Yeah, we chilling, man. We out here just building. Getting our build on. What's up? Hey, thanks for listening, my brother. What's up, man? We having a conversation about God. Yeah, you keep that recording. I got actually some questions out there. Yeah, so what we want to know, right, is are we still sitting here believing? And the main question is this. Let's ask this question. What was the African worshiping or praying to before he was introduced to Jesus? And a real good premise about this, right, would be the Black Panther movie. Think about it. Throughout the whole course of the Black Panther movie, did anybody call on Jesus? I thought that was pretty interesting. We didn't see that. Because I was waiting for the Jesus call. I didn't see him on the walls. What I did see is us reference our prior to us. We know about the slave trade, which took place far longer. When you look up the Arab slave trade, That took place, okay, where they made us unit. Middle East and a lot of people in Africa, they have Negroids. At the end of the day, they're actually mulattoes. Created us. And for those of us that don't know it, is when they cut your penis, being raped. It's the trans-Sub-Saharan slave trade. What happens is, we was under Arab control, enslaved just like we learned from white folks out here for 1,400 years. So let's figure this out, slavery. And to keep it up, blacks selling us into slavery as well. Just to keep it official with people, amongst each other as well. And what the black tribes would do when they had prisoners of war, what the white man did was become a better slave master than the Arab. So now we wind up doing another 400 years on top of the 1,400 that we had to do in Africa. And the sad thing about it is, we don't talk about the African diaspora much. Africans of the continent, we don't talk about that system of slavery out there. Because we also have to point and figure out ourselves to keep it 100. But on top of that, we'll have to say, man, a lot of this was learned behavior from the white man. And now when you study why we say we're the offspring of Mother Nature and the Heavenly Father, it's because we're connected with the universe. We're connected with the planet. So even now when you watch where the slave ships had to travel to take us across the world into America, to this very day, that is the same path of your hurricanes. To this very day. If you study the weather patterns when it comes to hurricanes and devastating weather, it follows the same route as the slave ships to this very day. It's not even a lie, you can look it up. If you look up the slave ship route, and then you look up the hurricane route, you'll find, my deduction is that it's the spirit of our ancestors who was thrown. These people, their spirituality, then they believe in a compromise for death. Anytime people are not afraid to die, that's a dangerous group of people. You feel what I'm saying? Anytime people are not afraid to die, those are the type of people that you gotta alienate. Those are the type of people you gotta incarcerate. Those are the type of people that you gotta overwhelm or oppress. Anytime people confide more in their spirituality, more than they confide in the government, those people are a threat world over. So that's why they went through thick and thin to oppress nations like Haiti. Because they understand that those people couldn't be swayed by a gun. Because those people said we got a higher power invested in us. And yet today, there's a lot of amalgamation of Christian themes in there, granted. But we know in its authenticity, in its pristine state, it's all African culture at the end of the day. And that's why the elephant in the room is, what was the African worshiping, studying, and praying prior to the introduction of a Jesus Christ? And that's why I reference the Black Panther, since it's so relevant and so exciting, because nowhere in the Black Panther movie do you see anyone call on Jesus Christ. In fact, what is the Black Panther's superpower? The Black Panther's superpower is the ability to connect with his ancestors. That's the superpower. The ability to get insight. Now this is called clairvoyance. The ability to get insight from your ancestors. The ability to receive revelations from your ancestors and use it in the physical realm to empower you or your people. That's the Black Panther's not only superpower, but it is also our superpower present day. And we lost our superpower the second they disconnected us from our ancestors. And that's why we say we are the offspring of Mother Earth and the Heavenly Father. Because we're connected to the cosmos, the universe, and we're connected to planet Earth. That's why we say that. So we gotta tap back into it consciously, because physically we're already connected to it. Like I said in a previous conversation, you have the 12 tectonic plates that's on planet Earth and a 600-mile sun in the center. You also have the 12 houses of the zodiac, and then you have the sun in the center. You also have the pineal gland, and you have 12 cranial nerves in the center. Anytime there's a shift or an event that takes place in the cosmos, there's a corresponding house of the zodiac that corresponds with the cranial nerve, that corresponds with a tectonic plate on planet Earth. You're supposed to be sensitive enough to know when you should leave from an environment, when it's the right time to make children, when it's the right time to go to sleep. It's called a circadian rhythm. There's different hours out the day where your heart is more stronger than other hours out the day. At 10:30 is when the cells in your body say, you know what? We're gonna shut down. At 12:30, at 10:30, the cells in your body say, we're not digesting no more food. But your chicken spots are open till 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and that is part of the warfare. How do you know that this is part of the warfare? How do you know this? It's part of the warfare because they know that your body starts breaking down food at 10:30 p.m. according to your circadian rhythm. That is your body's natural biological clock, your circadian rhythm. So where does the food get stored after you eat after 10:30? The food gets stored after you eat at 10:30. Where? In your colon. So now your colon is filled with a bunch of excess food because your cells say, I'm not going to get back up to go to work until 9:30 a.m. Now, we may think holistic health is a joke, but it's one of the biggest forms of warfare that's been used to destroy our people. Feeding us garbage. What's up, gang?
What's up with it,
feeding our people garbage and feeding us this garbage at the wrong hours. Like, let's look at milk. Let's talk about milk again. As they say, it does the body good. But milk is allowed to have 750,000 somatic cells, which is a euphemism for pus. It's also allowed to have 24,000 live bacteria before the Food and Drug Administration takes it off the shelf. And it's also pasteurized, a process in which they use radiation to prolong the shelf life of the milk. But this is what they tell us does our body good. But we know over 70% of who they call African Americans cannot digest it right, and rightfully so. But what it does is make me question everybody else. Because if we as so-called humans, as black humans, have a problem digesting milk, how come it's easier for everybody else to digest it? It's just questions. That's all I'm saying. But we wind up learning later on that white rice, white salt, white sugar, white flour is no good. I didn't say white people. That's an inference you can make. I'm just telling you, all these different foods seem to be acidic or they produce mucus. But they tell us we're creating a food pyramid, right? They never built the pyramid a day in their life, but they give you a food pyramid and they tell you to eat eggs, milk, and cheese. Now, many of you believe in Jesus Christ, right? Who believes in Jesus Christ? You raise your hand. All right, we got something. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, homie. So now, let's ask the homie something. Do you think Mary went to the supermarket to get some Similac for baby Jesus? Of course not. If Jesus existed, right? Do you think Mary fed the Messiah off of goats, off of cow's nipple? Or would Mary feed the Messiah from her own nipple? Now what we got to do is ask, what is exactly in breast milk that makes a differentiation from cow's milk? When you look up breast milk, you find out in the first 3 months specifically, there's colostrum fluid, a yellow liquidy fluid in the breast milk. And what it does is enhances your immune system, your ability to socialize, and it raises your IQ. So what happens when we feed our children cow's milk versus the black woman's breast milk? The cow's milk is not designed to cater to you specifically. The black woman's milk is designed to cater to you specifically. So the cow's milk is not going to raise your IQ, raise your digestion, or even enhance your ability to communicate with other people. We cannot rely on cows, people, to feed our children. We cannot rely on cows to feed our children. A lot of you say that you got sickle cell anemia and all this other stuff. But what is the #1 reason why we have anemia problems? The #1 reason we have problems with anemia is because we're not taking in the right amount of iron. But that's a half-truth. What is the iron that we're actually supposed to take in? Iron fluorine. Not iron from meat. Iron fluorine. So you see, when we deal with these situations, actually, if she breastfeeds, whenever the child pulls on her nipple, what happens is she winds up losing weight. Nature set it up in such a way that if you breastfeed, you lose the excess weight from breastfeeding, 1, and 2, it causes the uterus of the woman to shift back into its original position, What caused the uterus to shift when she was giving birth? The child switching poles to be born. It caused the uterus to shift. Why is that important? Because if a woman doesn't breastfeed, the pulling of the nipple through breastfeeding that shifts the uterus back into its original place, or is no longer in alignment with her spinal column and the rest of her physiology, she's going to wind up suffering from different forms of psychosis. She's going to wind up being unstable emotionally because her uterus is not in alignment with the rest of her body. So the way nature set it up is if she should breastfeed, her uterus will go right back into position. Another thing that we got to understand is when her uterus is no longer in alignment, she wants to get webs at the arc of her foot. Mother Nature set it up in such a way that you don't need to go to the doctor to tell what's wrong. Mother Nature set it up in such a way that you can look on somebody's body and you can tell what's wrong. Like if a person has darker cheeks than the rest of their face, I can tell you that that person has diabetes. If a person has a long line going down their tongue, I can tell you that they're suffering from cirrhosis of the liver. If a woman has webs at the arc of her foot, then I can tell you that her uterus is out of alignment, she has back pains, and she suffers from migraines every time she's on a cycle. These are all facts. The human body actually tells us what's wrong with us. But they got us going to medical institutions that never promised us a cure. They always promise us treatment. They never promise us a cure. They promise us treatment. So now we gotta say to ourselves, we gotta really think. Even your eyes are connected to your brain. So just like you take a test and you see red markings where you get something wrong, same thing with your eyes. When something's not right, your brain communicates by way of your eyes and leaves messages all through your eyes. So I can tell you have small intestine or intestinal problems if you got a gray dot at the 12 to 3 o'clock area of your eyes. We were able to do this in our culture. So before someone got ill, we were able to predict what may transpire and actualize what is transpiring. Because the dark parts of your eyes tell you what you have a genetic inclination towards as far as disease is concerned. And the white part of your eyes tell you what's actually taking place at that very moment. So we can keep confiding in their institution if we choose. But they don't prolong life in their institutions. They prolong death. And we got to start confiding in each other. So let's now take a look at H&M. Y'all saw what H&M did with the monkey situation, right?
Yes, sir.
Now H&M has now got a federal lawsuit. H&M has a federal lawsuit right now with America petitioning to own the rights of graffiti art and murals on the buildings, whereby they have to compensate artists for their drawings. This means that they can own Biggie Smalls, they can own Tupac, they can own Big Pun, and they can own the drawings of our people and don't even have to pay it back and give the artists any credit. What y'all think about that shit? That's crazy. Now, how much more can you fucking do? You already made us out to be monkeys. Now you want to own our art and don't compensate the artists. So now what we got to do, we got to come up with a hashtag, you know, H&M Culture Vultures. That's what we got to do. We got to come out with a hashtag.
Don't keep doing your thing, bud.
Thanks, gang. I appreciate you, yo.
Hey, over there.
We got to come out with a hashtag called H&M Culture Vultures. Hashtag H&M Culture Vultures. Anytime you see people taking advantage of our culture, exploiting it, and leveraging our talent for their monetary success and gain without even endeavoring to give us any form of recompense, we have to do something about that situation. We can't allow people to just keep taking our material, taking our art, and taking our history and sit there and watch it. What time are we at? And stand by. So again, I'm brother underscore Polight on Instagram, Brother Polight on Facebook. What's this?
606.
Okay, Brother Polight on Facebook, Brother Polight on Instagram. Spell brother the right way, Polight. I'm glad y'all stopped to take a second to listen. I really appreciate y'all. I gotta get ready to catch a flight. But I thank y'all for listening on the real because, I mean, we beautiful out here. All of y'all are beautiful. You know, when I take a look and see what's out here, I'm happy we out here connecting and we have enough sense of mind to also deal with the truth and deal with the knowledge and stop letting them destroy our music. You don't have to necessarily degrade your sisters in order for you to sell your music or become popular. We just gotta be daring enough to push our message. Because right now, being conscious is the most popular thing going. We see it in the clothes designs that's coming out, and we also hear it in the music. But when I hear it in the music, I'm like, man, the homies in them been conscious in the hood. Those of us that's in the conscious community and always striving. Don't let them usurp and undermine the pioneers of this movement and place their own so-called conscious people in place of those who really got the talent. Don't let them do that. We can support and patronize positive music, but let's really support and patronize the brothers who are official about it. Not the brothers that's gonna make 2 songs conscious and the other 10 fratricidal against their family. Let's really support the real deal in our community. So again, I thank y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm with it. Listen again. I got you. That's right. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. No doubt. Just gotta tell that white man get off our backs. Hey, what's up, sis? Thanks for listening. I love the commercial world. How we doing that? What's up? How you doing, sister? Oh man, I appreciate that, man. Word. What's up, gang? Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. What's up, gang?
What's up, bro?
Word.
Anything I want to say on his live, I'm on his IG, on his Facebook live.
Hey, look, keep listening to the king, man.
Absolutely.
He's spitting all truth, man. That's it.
Absolutely.
What's up, bro? Good with brother. Let's get one.
Excellent.
You know, just out here. Right. Yeah, we on the What's good with you? Excellent. Chilling out, brother. You know what? Trying to make.
You good?
Change your style, though.
Big man.
What's up, bro?
Slide this to him for I know you ain't got no pocket and shit. Maybe you can put it in the book bag or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I got you. All right. Have a good one.
I got you. I'm looking it up the second I get out of here.
Somebody want him to have that.
Yo, Bird. All right, you may go on this flight.
Right now.
I was supposed to leave yesterday, but I can What's up, family? Hey, I had to cook real quick. You know, I gotta make moves. I'm on schedule. You know, let's walk to the beat. We're gonna walk to the beat. Not that bad, no. I stay on schedule for the most part.
Never on schedule.
I'm never on schedule, she said, but I'm always on time. You know, we gotta miss a flight or something. It's gotta happen, but you know, it was chilly out here. Now I'm hot. I be cooking, boy.
It's hot. You cooking for real.
I be cooking. I'm sweating. I'm telling you. I get hot as I'm teaching, you know. And then, you know, I gotta exert mad energy because I'm speaking loud to go over all of this, and so to make sure the viewers out here can hear me. So it'd be wild. Hey, what up, man? Let me just say what's up. Yeah, family, we here. What's up, my brother?
What's up?
Sure, right? Doing good. We live.
Yeah, we live.
We live.
We live.
How you doing,
Welcome
sister?
to Texas, nigga.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, brother, whatever happens to this shit.
You already. Any way you want to embrace, I'm here, my brother. Appreciate you, yo. Y'all from here?
Yeah.
Charlotte? All right, salute, man. Thank you for listening, you heard? Hey, man.
I'm taking the picture.
Yeah. You want somebody to take it?
Nah, we good like this.
All right, man.
5,000 clout tokens. We just got 5,000 clout tokens.
Wow.
Yeah, you mentioned all night. She put me on you, bro. We watched
Hey, he said the sister put him on.
Y'all read it.
Man, thanks, sis.
Yo,
What's she doing in particular?
she's psychologist.
Alright, tell the people what you're doing, where they can find you.
I'm Solaris the High Priestess. I do tarot and natal charts. You can follow me on Solaris the High Priestess on Instagram.
No doubt. Alright, my brother, I gotta get going. I appreciate you, you heard? Thanks, King.
No problem, man. You mind getting a picture?
Yeah. It's gonna be a long path getting to where we gotta go. We gotta walk to this car. It's gonna be a rough walk. It's good to be loved, man. No matter what state, no matter what city I go to, the love is always there, and I'm just always appreciated and humbled by the experience. So I had to come out here and just get a little bit of this, because you know, I gotta get on a flight to Vegas. Then we gotta double back, hit Beverly Hills. Then Chi-Town, we coming. Chi-Town, we are coming. Word up, Chicago, we gonna come check you, man. So, what kind of fast you talking about? Hold on, it's loud over here. Hold on. It's pretty loud. What's up, man? That's good. Chilling. Just making it work. What's up, my brother? Thanks for listening, man. Word. Yes. Hey, how you doing, sis? It's all good. I caught you already. How you doing? It's all right.
Hey, everybody. I love you.
I got free pizza here.
Yeah.
watching the videos, bro.
Yeah, thanks a lot for listening, man.
No problem, always. Huh?
The light is on. Let me take the light off. Austin Liddy. How you doing? Yeah. Ready? Yeah. All right. Let me know you're big and so you gonna hold it. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? Peace. Thanks for listening. You already know.
Yeah, I did the song with him and Wiz Khalifa about to come out.
All right. That's what's up, man.
Good to see you.
Positive to you. Yeah. Yeah, Sam was holding it while we were walking.
Oh, I wasn't holding the door. That's what it was.
Hey, thanks, man.
You can stop by every 5 minutes.
It's all good. It's all good.
Thanks for listening. I was trying to see what this was.
Yeah. Hey, baby, hold that. I'm sorry, excuse me.
I got it.
You got it? Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Yeah, man. So we hiking. We almost out of here.
Polight, let me get a picture with you, bro. You got me? I'll be damned. Get large, I'll be ready to make it larger. I'm surprised I even stopped. I know every day I keep saying I'm gonna leave. So I'm like, man, if I speak for like 5 more minutes, I'm gonna be out here all night. I ain't gonna have no voice when I go back home to my children, man. I'm like, yo, I gotta preserve the last of this voice. My joint is hoarse. I gotta get me a damn bullhorn when I do this type of stuff. But I like being free to move my hands and stuff, you know? But
Right.
I ain't gonna be free to be able to teach if I ain't got no voice. So I gotta get that bullhorn.
True.
I gotta get that bullhorn.
All right, here we go over here.
Turn it up. Gotta make this thing happen. Finally.
I need to get
out.
You don't gotta worry about something.
You know, we gotta wake our people up, man. That's what the name of the game is. That's what it is, man. We gotta wake our people up. Take it to the next level. All we do is win out here. All we do is win. But you know, I'd have been straight lit. If I actually would have planned being here on a whole certain other level, man, it'd have been a wrap.
Yeah.
What you say? I know I'm still rolling. Yeah, that's what I'm talking to. Yeah, a whole nother level though. I'm just appreciative of the people, the love. I'm appreciative of the turnout. And you know, I still got the sauce. You know, you got the sauce where you like, yo, put me anywhere where our people may be and watch me command their attention. That's not ego, that's just something that's in my spirit. Every day, we don't plan this, we don't, hey, meet us over here, rendezvous at such and such spot. We don't do that.
Right.
It's like, yo, pull the cameras out. I know everybody rapping, painting themselves, cartwheeling and shit, but I'm gonna be the only one that's gonna teach in the midst of all of this, I'm not gonna call it all chaos. Some of that shit chaos. So in the midst of all of that, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna make it happen. What's up, baby? You calling Cam? How we doing this? I'm waiting on you. You gotta call it. Boss acting crazy with me.
I'm calling a cab.
I expect people work for you, act crazy with me.
What?
I expect people work for you, gonna act crazy.
You
Come
didn't
on,
tell me
boss.
what the game plan was.
Well, you
Don't try to
you the
flip
one,
it on me, yo.
brother Polight. So you know, we just gotta go hard. We gotta do what we do. Speak to the people, uplift them, empower them. Because whatever they came out here for, my job is to make sure they get a whole lot more than they anticipated. That's my job. You know, come out here, do your music, connect, network, all of that. Bang, you know, they banging, or not necessarily banging, but they flagging. You know, supporting their community, their culture. But at the end of the day, when I come out, I gotta see to it that things are set up in such a way that when they go home, they say, man, you know, I wanna make a different decision. A lot of people intended to get drunk tonight. So maybe if by me dropping some knowledge on some milk, dropping some knowledge on H&M, dropping some knowledge on the cosmos and the heavens, I be freestyling. Sometimes I'm gonna say some of the same things again. That's good for you so you can commit it to memory. But I just freestyle and shoot from the hip with the knowledge, or someone asks me a question that I'm really cooking. But you know, the crowd, sometimes I gotta just say, anybody got a question? And that be scary to them, like, yo, who's son talking about anybody got a question? Question about what? Question about anything. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Question about anything. And that is like to do that is to have some kind of gall or even an audacity for a lot of people. They're like, man, who this brother think he just gonna stand here and say question about anything? But that's how I started out in Brooklyn, not Harlem. In Brooklyn, I used to stand on the corner and say, ask me anything. And I'll have a whiteboard out, dry eraser, you know what I'm saying? Dry eraser markers, and I write, ask me anything. And see what happened. But you know what? People always came up asking what I was proficient in. Never once did the ancestors put me in a space where it was something where I'm like, yo, pass.
Yeah.
And that's how I know it was divine. Because there's a whole lot of stuff I don't know, but I never was asked something I didn't know. I always get asked what I do know. I always get asked something that I can really put in pain in. Oh, he walking like he still didn't recognize me.
Nah, I'm talking about them. I was getting them.
What's up?
There we go. I looked myself from a distance. I saw you on 6.
Good. Word. Just out here building. Man, at random teaching, building, create the crowd, inspire, motivate, uplift, educate, then move on to the next one. That's all. Just chilling. This is what we do on so-called free time, as far as freedom concerned.
I remember your Breakfast Club interview, man. That's what I seen.
Yeah. That joint is classic right there. That's a very good vibe.
Man, a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, man.
Can I get your picture with you?
Of course. Appreciate it, man.
What else you doing out here?
That's it. Just came out to teach at Randall. Share.
Talk to you.
Yep.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Hey, I'll take it. Okay, thanks. Yeah, just came out here to teach at Randall. That's all. Connect with everybody that's conscious and en route to consciousness. They're not conscious. I'm gonna make them go en route. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hopefully I see you around.
Word. I'm out here. Definitely.
What you out here for? How long you out here? What you doing?
Like I said, I just came out here to teach at Randall. That's all. Just came out here to wherever the people are, wherever there's a lot of traffic energy, just stand there and start speaking. People come and just connect with them, you know? So that's the way to do it, man. It's organic that way, you know? That's why we gotta do that.
Can you get a picture today? I feel like I'm never gonna see like this.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, take one more. Alright. Hopefully I catch you speaking. We gotta perform this tomorrow.
music?
I make all the beats. He raps.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Producing, huh?
Yeah, man.
What's your name? What's your producer name?
D-Crow, man. D-Crow Beats.
Cool, cool.
D-Crow 3 underscores.
And you do what?
I rap. I make music.
All right, cool. Well, spit something for us if you don't mind.
Man.
I got the audience here, man. There's a large following here. I'm interested to see what you're talking about.
Oh, he's on Instagram Live.
I gotta show you love. You know what I'm saying? You show me
Yeah.
love. It's right here? Man, you might have been saved by the bell, but I know you got 3-4 bars for us, man.
3-4 bars.
Come on, man. Oh, you left us high and dry?
Where y'all about to go?
They about to, he coming back though.
Damn, where's this going to?
This is on
on
his
Facebook, brother.
578 people. Give him 4 bars.
Damn, what's up, boy?
I don't know that. Feel
I
free.
mean, you performing tonight. Give us some of those bars.
Feel free to exist. You ain't really evolved. This is time that you won't give back, so you best get involved. There's a reason I don't sleep. So there's a reason I don't sleep. My eyelids are attached. Ain't no phasing, nigga. I'm blazing. Can't no hoe hold me back. Won't stop it.
We go.
Bars.
So, come on, do your thing later, man.
All right, man.
Oh, thanks, brother. Man, good luck to him later, man. At least spit what you're gonna spit later. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Right there.
What's up? Man, it's good. You know, this right here should be an inspiration
Oh, really?
to the youth out here. Y'all wanna be stars or celebrities, ain't nothing wrong with that. But be a celebrity for uplifting your people. We in the era right now. You know, I'm doing my best to create a situation to popularize consciousness so we can encourage people to say, you know what, I want to be a conscious teacher. You know, I want to be an author. I want to be a lecturer. I want to be a debater. You know, we don't got to be drug dealers and pimps and prostitutes and all of that to gain popularity. We can be popular just doing the right thing. Hey, yo, appreciate y'all. Stay safe out here. Y'all already know. Love you, you heard?
All right, man. Be
Yo,
safe,
connect with me. I was telling you to link up with me in Vegas. I got some work for you.
Back to Vegas then?
Few days. Just
I'll go out there.
all right, cool. Hit me up, man. Got a lot of work out there, Mr. Photographer. Oh man, that'd be good.